Welcome to week 2 of the Lather games. It was a good, fun, exciting first week. I spent way too much time on my phone looking at everybody's stuff. A lot of people out there posting some great content, some great products, some great shaves. So been a lot of fun. Keep up the hard work. Today is about Manadine Monday, generosity. The daily challenge is to share a story about someone that's been generous to you. I assume that could be in any aspect of life, but I'm going to share with shaving stuff because that's, my little obsession. So to do that, I pinned a little poem to a couple of guys that have been generous to me. There's been a lot more, but these are the products that I'm using today. So bear with me. Here we go. This shave starts off with mad dingers. Yo, these products were once in his fingers, though. They gave him some cuts and smelled like some butts, so he sent them to me. I'm a winner, bro. Now, one more thing about dingers. Yo, he's quick with a quip or a zinger, a joke. His heart's set on Kyle, but if I wait just a while, I might meet my man crush for dinner. Oh! Now on to a guy known as Manadine. I've won things from him, yeah, a couple times. He's all I could want from a father, but I'll settle for this fine, noble otter. His brush was my prize from the Lather games. I hold it as dearly as other names. Last year I took 4th, but this year, of course, it's Cosmo's turn for some Lather fame. Whatever. All right, so this was a PIF from Dingers that I actually won in I think it was with the Lather bot, the generous work of Bourbon and Exile. And this was one of a couple of shavettes that Dingers sent over when I was shiny and still had that new wet shaver smell. Smelled like barbershop. So just out of the goodness of his heart said, hey, you're interested in this? I'll send it to you. So we're going to be using the Madagascar soap from Tallow and Steel, and also the matching aftershave splash, because that's how I roll. And of course this beautiful Noble Otter brush, I've shown it before. This was my prize from last year's Lather games, and it was donated by Manadine to the Lather games as one of the prizes. So got that really cool coin underneath there. It's a Declaration B7 knot, which is probably my favorite knot out of the 3 declarations that I have. B7, B8, and B9 Bravo. I tend to like this one the best. And the thing's a beast, but it's a beautiful knot. So let's play. I will get that wet. All right. So this Madagascar, it's a pretty strong, heavily scented. So it's got like a really strong grassy vetiver, but it's bright and it's crisp and it's almost like bitey back there. So I think that there might be people who may be adverse to it because it is a strong, grassy, punchy smell, but I really like it a lot. I like strongly scented. think one of the great things about this sub that we're in is our wet shaving on Reddit is the people are really generous and welcoming, and I know it's a bit intimidating to get into it first, and if you're getting into it for free shit, then you're not here for the right reasons. But people are very generous, and there is a lot of stuff that gets shared, be it information, help, support, even, and a lot of the Friday Free Talk Friday threads. Just a lot of good dudes that give a lot of good information and share a lot of their PIFs all the time. So we're gonna call that good for now. Now it's been a minute since I've used a shavette maybe a traditional style shavette, because I've been using the Kamasori style pretty exclusively for a while, but hopefully with this, this is pretty light. It's about like the perfect weight. And I've got a Persona Lab Blue that I just snapped in half in there. So we're just gonna get a quick one pass and see if our muscle memory. Yeah, a little rough, a little rusty there. I've underhydrated this soap too, but we're just gonna go with it. Why not? And I got myself, look at that, the corner of the blade. That's what happens when you try to hurry. Yeah, my soap is underhydrated, so it's not nearly as slick as it should be, but in the interest of time, I'm gonna go with it. This is about the worst lather I've ever made on camera. I'm trying to hurry because nobody cares about this part. The soap is good. It makes a good lather. This is just me being lazy and trying to hurry things along because it's morning here. As you can see, I've got bedhead and I've got meetings all day that I need to get to. So, of course, the lather games takes priority, but I also have to get online because that's what I'm paid to do. So we're gonna go with the Madagascar matching splash. These are alcohol free. It's got 3% Robin Sara. If I was a blowhard, I would know what that means. This stuff is brown. I don't know if you can even, you see it's brown. I'm gonna use a ton of it because that's what I do. I have just the tiniest little nick right there too. It's been a long time since I cut myself. Wow. Whew. It's not, it doesn't smell bad, but it is strong, like very pungent. That grassy. Really good. That's like, got a lot going on to it. It's complex, you know. So the fragrance that we're going to use today is not a vetiver, but it's got a little bit of a bite to it in its own way. It's got some, I don't know how to explain it, kind of hits you right back here, look just a little bit pungent, but this is more floral. Lysa from Barrister and Mann. So, that actually matches really good with just that strong sort of, I don't know, pungent. I've said it 100 times and now it's boring. So, my PIF from Mad Dingers, yo. Madagascar from Talon and Steel. A scent over razor that Dingers cut off a piece of his neck with first and then gave it to me. I like it. And then my prize from last year's Lather Games, the Noble Otter with the Declaration B7. So that's it. I gotta get this posted and get to work. I will see you fellas tomorrow.